Hello, 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 guys and gals and non-binary pals. Welcome to another Gemcraft Frostborn Wrath. Today we plan on going back through some of the different levels that we have played through in the past to try to get more XP, because we're again kind of hitting a point where we can't really progress just at the level we're at. Whether you see it as we don't have enough skill points or we just don't have enough starting mana, either way you want to look at it, we just are lacking in some department, and that's what's causing issues at this point. So today's goal is to hopefully get our wizard level to 200. If I can get it even higher to like 250 or something in just this one stream, that'd be awesome. But I don't know if that would be possible or not, but it is something that we will attempt to do. But if we can get at least to wizard level 200, we can attempt the levels that we've gotten stuck on. The last one that we tried had 4 guardians on it, and we were capable of getting through one of them guaranteed, and then the other 3 we were able to get 2 of them to approximately half health, but we just weren't doing enough damage fast enough to remove all 4 of them. So that's kind of what we got stuck on. So that's why for this one, for today, we're gonna go back through all of these older ones that we've already played through, where like the highest endurance XP is 14k and the highest journey is only 3k. But we've gone back through some of these earlier ones, like this is literally the first level. Our highest journey is 10k over here, and highest endurance is 145k. So like that's what we're gonna try and do, and just try and make those numbers go up a bit more. The other thing we could do is try to go through the trial XPs, or try to go through the trial levels, because those trials do just give us skill points. Like trial mode reward is plus 18, so we could go through that and do it that way. But at least for now, we're gonna try and just do the endurance modes and the journey modes and just try and bump that XP up. So we're first gonna find the journey mode that we have last left off on. This one. This one only has 2000 journey XP, so we're gonna go back through this. On journey mode, we're gonna try and get as much XP as we can, which for most of them have just been leaving things at level 6s. Even this might need to be level 6. But as long as I have this one off, they seem to be fine. And then that one's okay. We'll just do that at 4 to have 4 times XP modifier, and we'll hope for the best. Yeah, so I'll just do that. And I've got crit and mana already upgraded. So we're really hoping to just get a bunch of XP to be able to go to level 200, which should hopefully give us enough skill points to be able to max out the gem reduction on the mana costs, or the combining costs, or possibly the amount of mana we get per monster death. Those are the sort of 3 things we're aiming for. At least that is the plan. Because then we can focus on, after that, getting all of the different monsters or different gems upgraded. Alright, so the main damage that we're going to use is crit, armor tear, and mana. That's the main one we're going to use. Then I could have 2 traps. Slow, mana, poison here. Slow, mana, poison here. I think we'll do that. We'll put it here. Then we force them to have to go through it. And we force these to have to go through it. And we do this. Okay. And then that should be enough to hopefully survive the first few waves. Okay. We really need to get the beam going. And then I'll duplicate this when I can to put it over there. Because that should destroy them enough that the spawnlings will appear already. But I do have to make sure that I have enough to already get through all of the swarmlings and everything else. Upgrade and give that the bolt. I'm gonna freeze all that. I'm gonna slow all those. I'm definitely losing the orblet here, but that's okay as long as I can survive the rest. We're already at 4k XP. This is not looking good. But if I can get the beam again, I would have been okay. We already did better on the XP, but it doesn't matter unless we actually beat the level. Okay, let's drop that to 5. Okay. We're just going to keep doing this until we actually get XP. But journey mode, the only way to get XP is to beat the level. We're just going to keep trying. I think I'll put this on the left side this time. I'll still wall it up to make them have to go through that. Alright. Put the trap on the left this time to hopefully actually deal with all the monsters coming in, rather than having to wait. That does seem to be helping already. Just because the spawnlings are appearing So this is fine. Yeah, okay, that was a bad idea on my part. I should not have duplicated that as soon as I could. Whoops. We're not gonna do that again. Not immediately, anyways. Okay, then we do that, and we do that, and then we start. Okay, we're not gonna duplicate the gem as soon as I can. We'll wait a little bit longer to do that once I have the beam going. Then we'll worry about duplicating after that. But I need the beam first. Okay. Not gonna make the same mistake. Okay. We're gonna upgrade and give it the beam. And then we'll slow down all of those. Okay. Now I should be able to duplicate that and put it there. Give that extra specials. Okay. Maybe I should have upgraded that to level 5 gem first, but I think it's okay. It might not be okay. That's a lot more monsters coming through now. Okay, there's one more shot left. We'll slow down the enemies around you then. Now we'll upgrade and give it the beam. The beam is the lifeline for this kind of mission. Give it level 6. Freeze all those because that's going to be too much going in at once. Give me mana. I'm going to die here. That's too many going in at once. Yeah. Okay. Let's go over to here for a second. And we'll do set XP record. So it wasn't that, it was these. That's what I did? I can't see how I won with them starting with 6 layers of shield. We're not gonna have that. that. I think this is fine and this is fine. I think having more giants than swarmlings is fine. We'll just do those down a little bit. I'd rather have giants than swarmlings right now. Okay, we're gonna try again. Same exact stuff. Because if I've got more giant waves, still looks like there's a bunch of swarmling waves before there's ever a giant wave, but that's okay. Okay, and then walls, and then walls, and begin. Okay. I don't know if this is going better or not. Because there's still 4 waves of swarmlings before I ever get to the giant. But that is better than 7 waves of swarmlings in a row, I guess. There's still a lot of spawnlings, though. Maybe I should get rid of the spawnling, but that really is what gives a bunch of XP. Okay, if I can at least make it to the giant's waves, I think I should be okay. Because that'll have mean that I stabilized somewhere. Okay. The issue is still, that's a lot of swarmlings. And spawnlings. I don't exactly have a really good way to get through all of them. Yeah, I definitely need barrage right now. If I could get this to level 7 immediately, I think I'd be doing pretty decent, just because I'd have the extra abilities. Hopefully barrage helps enough, just because it gets rid of a chunk of them rather than just one at a time. You do have to be careful of barrage against the walls. Swap it to that. Okay. Back to bolt. We're gonna freeze the giant. This could be going worse. In fact, it has gone worse. Last bolt, there, barrage. We've survived longer. If nothing else, we're still dead here. Yeah, but we survived longer. We won't have swarmlings, or spawnlings, I mean. I think this should be fine. Let's go 6 and 12. No spawnlings this time. Essentially, I'm just going to keep doing things until it works. Okay. Almost out of my drink as well that I had for lunch. That's how you know it's getting serious. Or that's how you know that I really like caffeinated beverages, because I have drank almost the whole bottle in about an hour, a little over an hour. Granted, this is only 12 ounces instead of a liter or something, but still. Okay. Hopefully, without the little spawnlings, this will actually go better. The trap is actually removing some of the enemies already. So yeah, okay, it's definitely going better. I'm not getting as much mana, simply because there's less enemies to destroy, but I think that's okay, considering the alternative is getting overwhelmed and dying. I did not upgrade that, so therefore I should just duplicate this. We'll just go with extra damage for now, because it's better than nothing, and then we go with extra specials over there. Okay, and the beam is not almost fully depleted already, so that helps too. We're gonna slow all those. Gonna upgrade that now. I don't have a way to resocket it, but it should be fine. Thank you. Okay. I'm definitely not getting as much XP as quickly, but I think that's definitely fine, considering as long as I finish the level, I will actually get the XP. There's only 22 waves. And there are going to be flying entities. I did forget about that. The other thing I haven't looked up that maybe I should now that I'm thinking about it, is the little black lines is getting the other battle traits. I haven't looked up the other battle traits and like where they are located. Let's just make that have extra specials. I only know where the skills are. which is why we're struggling now. But I only know where the skills are, not the actual battle traits. So maybe that's the next thing I should look up to figure out what else we can do to get extra XP. However, some of those are probably on some of the levels we're stuck on anyways. Or some of the levels that will unlock by getting through the levels we're stuck on. Things like that. There are more of the black lines appearing, which makes me think that next wave is going to have something else that flies, or a spire, or something to that effect. The Wraith is gone. The giants take forever to walk up. Oh, there's an apparition. But that's not what it's... Okay, there's a specter. I think that apparition died in one hit. I want to upgrade both of those, and then I'll upgrade that one to 6. If I can get my tower to 7, it gets all the extra benefits. So it should be fine. Right now it's at 6, which is okay. Spectre died in one hit. That's grade 4, that's grade 4, okay. And then my actual tower is 6. So yeah, I'll make the traps into 5s as soon as I can make the tower into 7. I should be able to go at triple speed and be fine for now, so let's do that. I'm not even going to get to a level 7 gem. I can already see the last wave appearing. Just use all of those. Okay. I would like to upgrade this. I'll send the last 2 waves at once. Slow those down, because why not? Deal more damage. That's just extra XP. Freezing would also give extra XP, but I don't have a good spot to freeze them in. Or a good reason to freeze them. Actually, let's just freeze them there. And then I can give it Bolt instead, and it can still get rid of them. Yep. There we go. And this time we did actually get the XP. Which may not be a lot, but it's better than it was. Wizard leveled XP and mana, and we got 93 Shadow Cores. Not terrible. Okay, we might have leveled up once. Nope, barely even halfway. Alright, Endurance we've already done pretty decently on. For this one, we don't have a lot of Endurance, and we don't have a lot of Journey XP either. So let's just keep the same numbers. Do Journey mode. I'm going to choose to ignore the talismans right now. for at least a wave or two, or a field or two, I shouldn't need to worry about getting 1 or 2 talismans. It's a pure poison? It's a pure poison. Okay. Right now their main path is just a straight shot down. Which, like, isn't a bad thing. It just makes it difficult for where to put a tower. Because I can't put a tower here that it blocks, but I could put a tower here, but that might be too late. If I put one here, then the poison doesn't really do much. Well, that's fine. Okay. So this is the tower gem. This is a level 2 poison. So I need level 2, level 2, and level 2. And then I need 294. Was giving me this number instead of how much it takes to combine these gems. That's already a grade 4. But that's the only way I could efficiently do it. Okay. And then I just need to put barrage there to make it so that the specials do more. And eventually all of these waves will actually get through the level 4 gem. But until then, it's fine. Okay. Where is the flying entity coming from? It's a specter. We're going to slow all those down. Actually freeze those. Once the bolt is gone, we'll give the beam again. Freeze that. There's the beam. Spectre only has 250-ish health. Okay. Looks like we've survived that. Not that I was terribly worried about it, but still is nice to see that we got through all those giants. Wasn't as big of a worry as I thought it might be. We'll just reapply that, make it level 5. Where's the next flying thing? Next wave, it looks like. The trap is doing a lot. It's actually getting more final hits than the tower is. There's an apparition on screen. 2 apparitions on screen. And now a wraith. Do I need to give this the bolt to be able to hit those? Yes, it looks like I do. Okay. And that aberration should be gone. There we go. And then the Wraith is still on the screen, but it won't be for long. Slow those down. Okay, just do a bunch of damage to him. 10% or something? Yeah, 10%. Alright. We're already at 17,000 XP. There are now 2 Wraiths on the field. This one's probably been there for a little bit, but I didn't notice it until just now. Just slow down all the enemies. Well, all the Wraiths got taken care of pretty quick. This can almost go to level 7 and get all the extra benefits that that provides. Alright, there we go. There's 26 waves. Do I just send them all at once? That's a bad idea. But I get more XP for it. I can always freeze, and I can slow them down. Okay. Make that level 6 to do more poison. I can freeze those in place. Okay, there are 11 on screen and 1 off. Yeah, I'm fine. I probably didn't need to freeze them, but more XP. There we go. Use all 3 to get even more XP. Yay! 37,835 XP. So gaining 34k or so. 36k. I didn't do great quick math, but I also wasn't thinking of the number that I just said. 150 shadow cores is nice. We're aiming for wizard level 200. That's the goal today. Alright, highest journey XP has been achieved. Now we go to highest endurance. Talisman, we're going to see... Do I need those shapes? Nope. Then I delete them. Okay, 4,800 shadow cores. I can't upgrade any of the skills I have either. I would probably upgrade this one first. Well, no, this one's closer to the max at level 50 anyways, so that's probably the one I should go for. Alright. Endurance mode. Endurance mode doesn't start with a poison gem. At least I don't think it does. It shouldn't. But it might, and it might start somewhere else rather than right up at the beginning. It does, okay. Well, we're gonna do this. the exact same decisions we did on the last one. Okay. And then this one makes it level 4 right off the bat. Alright, I should be able to speed this up again. Because for the most part, they're dying on the trap. Starting with a level 4 trap that they have to walk through is actually quite helpful. Like that being the only entry point just makes it really, really nice. Ooh, don't let the swarmlings run through too fast. Okay, let's actually make that level 5 before I make the tower level 5. We'll slow those down so that they stay on the trap longer. Alright. So there are 80 waves for endurance mode now. Alrighty. That's already got barrage, so I don't need to worry about that. All the ones that are in range can be frozen. And I'll just do a chunk out of their health. Okay. This is fine. It could be going worse. Slow them down just to be on the safe side. Okay. Freeze that. Hopefully these should keep up with what's going on. It might be worthwhile to make the trap higher level. Might be, but this is what I need right now. Deal a set amount of damage, slow them down. Most of them are dead already. Okay, we stopped it. This is 2 waves at once, and it looks like they're both giants. Can't upgrade those. I should not wait until that gets upgraded. I don't want to go on triple speed just to be on the safe side. Oh, that was off screen, so it actually didn't let me click that. make that one level 6. It's probably better to make that level 7 though. Yeah, it's better to make this level 7 before I make that level 6 because of the extra benefits that we get for the crit gem and for the mana gem. Alrighty, all the swarmlings. I can't resocket that. Okay, it was good. I realized how low my mana suddenly was, and I was like, oh, if too many get through during this downtime, that's not a good idea. Oh, what's the flying entity and where? Okay. Now we just make that one level 6. Okay. That's a lot of black in the air. Okay. Shadow Demon and a Wraith at the same time. That's not good. I needed that to get closer. Can I freeze it? Is that close enough to get shot? Yes, it is. Oh, slow down all those. Slow down those. Give the beam again. This takes forever to die. Like, to play that death animation takes forever. Okay, should be able to make that 6 now. That's definitely not close enough to get shot at. That's going to be an issue. It's almost there. I might be able to hit it. Okay, I did get it. So that's more shadow cores for us. Swap to the beam to get rid of all those. Okay. Make this level 7 before we get all the swarmlings. I did give that the right one? Okay, I did. Suddenly I was like, wait a second, did I give it the barrage or did I give it the beam for a moment? Okay, this seems to be going fine. These giants are resocketing giants. That's not good, but hopefully we can destroy them before they get close enough to the tower to cause issues. That apparition that's appearing might be close enough without needing to swap to bolts. At least that's the hope. I'm going to slow down everything that's up there. If it doesn't keep rotating its direction, it should run right through the range that I have. But sometimes it'll go in a curved path. Okay, swap to barrage to hit multiples of them all at once. To try to avoid the resocketing hitting the gems. Oh, the barrage actually goes higher than I realized. That's a resocketing one. That was just far enough out of range to not resocket the tower. Okay. That's good to know. Almost at 16k mana in the mana pool. Okay. Give that barrage, freeze all those. Barrage will do a lot to everything. At least that's the hope. Let's force it to target the middle here. Alright. Barrage took care of most of that. Alrighty. We're doing really good. We're at 60k XP and we're almost halfway through all of the waves. We're gonna go with Bolt instead of Beam right now, just because I want to get that restarted. Because it was sitting at max charge already. Okay, how much does the poison actually do? 500 damage, not bad. And considering the poison avoids armor, that's even better, actually. Just do 10% damage all at once. Keep those ones slowed. Freeze it all. Okay. This is going a lot better than I expected at this point in time. Do I think I'll get through all 80 waves? Not really, but I do think I'll at least get to close to wave 60 before bad things really occur. At least at the rate we're going. I think I'm gonna hold off on upgrading that. Target this giant so that I can also get all of the swarmlings underneath it. Maybe I change the targeting to least health. Okay. Looks like it's not necessary to change the targeting yet. But we are past wave 40, so we're halfway done. which means we are not doing terrible. 10% damage again. Give barrage. Freeze them. Slow those ones down. Let's change the targeting to least health. Start going after everything else. Okay. Let's keep targeting this giant for now. Oh, I have enough mana that I should have done something about it. Whoops. Make all those go slow. Deal 10% damage. Target that one. Okay. It's not terrible, but I'm definitely having more monsters come through now on some of the giant waves than I would like. It's not terrible, but it's definitely more than it should be. More than 0, I should say, is the easy thing to look at it with. Freeze those, slow those ones. Give bolt again. Was not expecting it to aim at the orblet carrier. Go back to least hit points for a moment. Highest banishment cost. Back to least hit points. Okay. We'll go after swarmlings. Okay. The main target is swarmlings. Freeze all of those within the range of the tower. Okay. We're 5/8 of the way through. Not doing too bad with only one tower. There's a spire over there, which is way out of the way of what I've got. Okay, next giant wave. Next 2 waves are giants. Go over there. Freeze all of that. fine to let those through for a moment. At least that's the hope. Can I duplicate that? Nope, it costs 60k. I could not upgrade and duplicate this, but I can duplicate this now. We'll have that just damaging things. Go after least hit points. No, target the swarmling. I can't click on the swarmling. Couldn't get that swarmling there. That's okay. Slow them all down. Deal 10%. Target the Spectre. Stop all that from moving. I guess I should have said forcibly target the Spectre. Get rid of swarmlings again. Slow those down. There's a lot of giants on the screen now. Actually, random targeting might be okay. Target somewhere that can actually do stuff. It's essentially what random targeting means. Freezing the mass of monsters there is not exactly a good thing. But it's not terrible. Target the least health again. Slow those ones down, give it a bolt. Too many things are starting to get through now. Okay, highest banishment cost is the target again. Hoping for the best. Freeze all that. Go for least health. I can't afford to care about that wraith too much. Slow those new ones down. Do just a bunch. Oh, I need bolt. I can't duplicate this anymore. I just had to banish more than I had. I'm glad I paid attention to that, though, because I was going to duplicate it and put another tower down here. Okay. Hope for the best. This is just one of those moments of fire into the crowd, you're guaranteed to hit something. Not exactly a great statement to say out loud now that I've said it, but that's sometimes just the mentality I have to have with the least hit points. Shoot at something over there, you'll hit something. Whether or not it's impactful enough, I won't know until later. Okay. I've at least gotten a lot of XP that I needed, but I don't think I'm going to survive this. Give it barrage to deal something. Freeze this mass. Slow down this upper mass. Okay. We've got the bolt going. There are too many giants that are not getting damaged. I need to swap that to a beam. Yeah, okay. Well, 154,000 XP compared to 4,000 XP is not terrible. $258 shadow cores, also not terrible. Okay. Gained almost 2-ish levels. I mean, we were around here somewhere beforehand, so maybe not quite 2 levels, but close enough. Alright. Now we go here, I think. Let's go journey mode with the exact same setup. Looks like we should be fine. Oh, this is the map that teaches you about pylons. I remember this. Okay. We're definitely going to put stuff in the middle here where the pylon is. But I don't know if I need to build another tower or not. Okay. think. It's two things of reavers, then it's giants, then swarmlings, then giants. Okay, yeah. I should definitely have enough time. If they come from all directions, this is still going to be a fine place to put a trap. I think this tower is still going to be okay. Although I guess I could still move another tower back here. If I fight back here, I don't have much time before they already reach the orb anyways. But that's kind of the only good spot to put a trap. But also if I put it back here, this pylon can't possibly help. Let's just do this. This was journey mode, right? Yeah, okay, 24 rounds. I was trying to think, because if it wasn't journey mode, then I would probably need to pay a bit more attention. Or well, no, I wouldn't need to pay as much attention on whether this is working or not. So I've got the pylon that'll fire for me. In any free moment I've got, we'll charge the pylon. Okay. And that can be level 4. I could put the traps up to the front. But then I need 2 traps. I mean, there's no problem with that. Except for the mana cost. That's the only problem with building 2 more traps. Let's move that down to there. And then we'll duplicate it. We'll put another one up top. 447 damage. This does not do anywhere near that unless it gets the crit damage. That was a hard sentence to say. Apparently. Didn't feel like it should have been a hard sentence to say, but it was. The pylon range is just behind where the trap is. Okay. And this isn't even set to structure priority. $17.88 to use that again. Or to duplicate it, I mean. Not use it. Sentences are hard. Okay. I may speak English, but that does not make me good at English. Sentences are really hard to think through. Especially with like how ADHD I sometimes am. It's just trying to think through a sentence and then the next word isn't coming to me until I've started saying it and then I'm just like, is that really the word I want to say? Freeze all those. There we go. I built this tower just to get rid of the apparition. That's how much I want the extra shadow cores. to both of them. Alrighty. I might actually be capable of sending all of the rest of the waves. It might overwhelm this tower, so I should probably wait until I get to level 6. But I think I should actually be able to just send everything. There we go, level 6. Yeah. I'll see what the flying entity is. It's a specter. Okay, I'm not worried about that. I'll be able to take that out pretty easily. Okay. Let's get this upper one to grade 5, and then I'll send all the waves. Only reason I don't care about the bottom one is because I should have enough. Like two lines are coming in on the top, whereas only one line is coming in on the bottom. Oh, there's only not even 500 health on the Spectre. It should die pretty quick. Yeah, got 2 shot. Okay, upgrade that. There's a Spire, which is going to take out the Pylon. Okay, I'm glad I didn't send all the waves at once now. I mean, it might take out the Pylon. I don't know. I haven't built Pylons in the path of a Spire to figure out what happens to them. Let's go triple speed, though. Actually, if I send everything now, the Spire might not even get close enough in time. Plus, I can just do this, and now it's missing 20% of its health. Freeze those in range. Six more seconds of freeze. 4 more seconds of freeze. We'll freeze it again just to be on the safe side. Target the Wraith. Okay, the Wraith is gone, so now I do 10% more damage to everything because that's just how the Wraith works. Damage taken limited at 15. I didn't know that was a thing. Alright, all the monsters are taking forever. Okay, barrage. Slow all those down. Deal 10% health. Barrage is gone. So now we've got beam going. Do another set of beam. Alright. I might have been worrying for nothing. I mean, not nothing. Obviously, they got a bit closer. But that's just because of how many giants there were. I really want to destroy this on top of the pylon to know whether it destroys the pylon or not. That's the main question right now. Does it destroy a pylon? Because if it does destroy the pylon, then it can be an issue later. It does not. Okay. It does not destroy pylons. It does not destroy towers. That's really good to know. Okay. $35,000 extra XP, 134 shadow cores, and an okay fragment. XP gained is nice. It's probably worse than every other fragment I already have, but still a nice fragment, I guess. We need 9,000 XP to get to the next level. And we're a little under a fourth of the way to getting to the next thing. Alright. Endurance mode, here we go. Alright, we're just going for XP and shadow cores. It only has 10,000 hit points. That's kind of funny. I probably struggled with that initially. Now 10,000 HP is nothing. Alright, we put one there. Put one there. Speed that up. Okay, should be able to duplicate this and put it over here now. Alright. And I think I still will put another trap here. I think that's just for the best, having a backup trap. I don't know how much I'll actually need it, but it definitely will help if it comes down to being needed. And I can always move it up to being a tower if I find it necessary to do that. Slow that down to do more damage just through the trap. I was trying to think what the next word in that sentence was the whole way through, and it could not have told you. Okay. Oh wait, this needs to be changed to highest banishment cost. The pylon is not bouncing around to what I need it to target as quickly as I would like it to target those. Okay, we're gonna get the tower to level 7 first. Then we'll get the traps to level 7, and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna go triple speed for right now until some flying entity appears. And until a flying entity appears, I should be fine. It's got barrage on it now too. Use up the rest of the beam. There we go. Okay. This is going fine. Slow it down for just a moment. Just to make sure nothing bad happens, we slow it down. The pylon shot damage does go up. Okay. It's probably based off of what goes into it, I would guess. Like based off the amount of damage that it would take. Because now the shot damage has gone up again. I don't know what it would be going up from though, apparently. I don't think either of my hypotheses are correct, but I don't exactly have a way to test that. I don't know. Anyways, now that that's level 7, make that level 5. Speed this back up. There we go. We're now at a higher XP than we were on the last one. Granted, that only had 26 waves, and we're about to be past that. Or we just got to level wave 26. This either can't or won't hit. Well, actually, no, it would be trying to hit the Wizard's Dash if it could, because I targeted it. But I guess that means it can't target structures itself. It doesn't have that setting as one of the things it can do. So I guess that makes sense, but you'd think that if I selected it, it could at least attempt to shoot that. Shot damage is going up. It could just be that the tower that's damaging it, or that's sending it points, it goes up, but it could also be that every new wave the damage it can do goes up. Oh, it didn't just go up when the wave changed. Oh, I gotta pay attention. Okay. And a flying entity is about to appear. It's just a specter, that's fine. Go after the swarmlings. Target that one first. Thank you. Okay. Make all those go slow. I think I have to make a barrage. Go target least health. Okay, well I've definitely gotten more mana. I've also had more problems. Okay, I think I have to pull this out. Slow down all that. Freeze there. Okay. This is not going amazingly. Okay, I think I've stabilized. At least for right now, it looks like I have. Okay. I'll make this level 7 in just a moment. I want to grab it on its last barrage shot so that it still has barrage, but it also gets to be used out here. Okay, we'll make that level 7 and in the trap. Okay. That could have been a whole lot worse. I am really glad that I was able to just pull a gem out of the trap. Trying to click on the spire. 13,000 health. Okay. Make all those slow down. Should be able to hit the spire now. If I target the pylon, the pylon does damage to the spire and then it bounces off and hits other things too, so that's not terrible. Okay. Make both of those grade 6 gems. Okay, slow all those down. Deals set amount of damage. Get barrage because there's now a bunch of swarms there. Okay, hope for the best. Going after special entities and things that have the most banishment cost. Oh, that beam's not going to be as worthwhile as I thought it would be. Let's go with barrage. That'll at least take out other things around it. I would hope anyways. Slow down the mass. Okay. This is going to target least health now. Go after the massive enemies again. I'm not going to get freeze in time. I did, but I did not click in time. $106k, so getting 102k, not terrible. 138 shadow cores, damage to flying ones and extra mana is not bad, but definitely not better than what I have. Okay, it definitely could have been better, but it's fine. Undo that for a moment. Okay, I already have the shape, so that's fine. Alright. Q4 just on endurance mode. Endurance is already good, so let's go to journey mode. Okay. This, I believe, is the one with lanterns. I believe this is the one that teaches you about lanterns, if I'm remembering correctly. Maybe not teach. Teach might be the wrong word, but this is the one that first had lanterns as far as I remember. And there's not anything really extra special about this map where you need to destroy specific things first. At least it doesn't look like it. Do I destroy these? No, I don't think I need to destroy any of the barricades. I start with reducing armor level gems. And this actually gives me a bleed gem. Or bleed is part of the map itself. Okay. Let's do a trap here where everything has to be hit by it. And then we'll put a tower here. There are only 26 waves, so it's not terrible to have to like deal with. Shoot with bolts, shoot with bolts, shoot with bolts. Okay. Yeah, okay. So tower is gonna be these two. We'll just do that. I'll put this in the lantern because why not? It's up to 6 monsters with each shot. That just reduces the armor level, so why not? And then the gem down there, I'm gonna do this. I think I should still do 2 layers of mana. And then I can do this. And then we'll upgrade this one, and then we'll stick it in to have a grade 4 gem. Well, I could put it up here. I don't think that's a good idea either. No, I need to upgrade this one first. Then I can combine it over. I need 200 and something. Yeah. Now it leeches 1 mana per hit, and they take more damage. Okay. And then this just does damage. What do these do when in lantern? It ignores the armor and shoots 8 times. It increases the firing speed. And it increases the range. Increase the specials. Okay. Slow it down now because all those swarmlings got through. I'm going to put a tower over there, make him go to the left. Duplicate that. That'll break open all of those. Sometimes it gives me gems like that, yep. And then I can use these to just combine up there. Got another gem, we'll see what this one gives me, and then oh, there was an apparition I didn't even see. Wow. This barrel gives me another gem. Nope, just XP. It's fine by me. I'm not going to replace that bolt away from it right now. All these need gem bomb 2s. None of those gave me extra gems or anything. Okay, if a lantern actually fires fast enough, that increases the range, not the speed. If the lantern fires fast enough, maybe it would actually be decent. Let's try and get all these gem wasps together. Let's go up here. Try to get the gem wasps close enough that they'll sting things. They follow the cursor. Or at least they try to. If I can get all of them together. They can all be right there. There we go. Now those gem wasps should just be fine sitting there and waiting to attack. And let's just send all the rest of the waves. Because why not? Okay. The Wraith is making them take less damage, which can be an issue, but I think it's fine right now. Just make the Wraith take a bunch of damage. Have that fire more frequently again. It's just the giants on the map. We'll just do that. Get rid of them a bit quicker. I don't think this is actually going to get inside the range of... I I can make that have bigger range. Is that going to damage the flying entities, though? I can hear it firing, but it's not... Or no, it might be the bolt over here was firing. Yeah, it didn't look like it was getting shot at by anything. Freeze it to get more XP that way. Slow those down to get more XP that way. Okay, cool. 40k XP. Not terrible. Definitely better than 3k XP that we had initially. And 77 Shadow Cores. Not terrible. Okay, and Endurance has already been pretty good there. Let's go through Journey Mode. On the T field. How much are we going to start with? We now have enough unspent skill points. I don't know if I just slurred all those words together or not. To have plus 200 mana compared to where we started at the beginning of the stream. So that's not terrible. I mean, it seems quite easy to just block there. And we'll build here. And then we'll put a trap here. That's poison, bleed, slow, mana for all of them. Nope, I did not combine those, I just swapped them. That's fine. And this one will just get added when it can level up again. This is naturally trying to destroy the monster nest, which is fine. And once this gets to a high enough level, it will be able to use a bolt to destroy that monster nest. It's already destroyed that one. Okay, we upgrade that. And then I should be able to combine them over right now. Okay. And those two beacons are only speed enhancing beacons, so I don't need to worry about it too much. Now that's gone, can I actually make a... I cannot. I was thinking, can I put walls there to make them have to go closer? Evidently that's no. Alright. Make that do more. $800, and it starts with 16 armor. That's not going to take a while. I should just need to get this to level 5 or something. I should be able to destroy the monster nest pretty easily from there. Once it's level 5, I should be able to just put a bolt on it to destroy that nest. And it's a little out of range. Okay. The wizard stash isn't. It's trying to destroy that already. Okay, let's slow it down. That was a lot of swarmlings getting through. Once the beam gets lower, or once I get a new beam. Let's actually just upgrade and use the bolt again, see if that can hit it now. It can, cool. Destroy 2 monster nests before wave 12. That was at wave 12. Okay. That wizard stash is going to die pretty quick as well. It's perfectly in range, but it's not really getting targeted. There's probably an achievement for destroying the wizard stash very, very quickly as well, even if it's already been opened. I know there was an achievement prior for destroying the wizard stash when it's already been opened, but there might be one for destroying it by a specific wave as well, just like the monster nests. Alright. The beacons only have 130 health, and that one has 200. I'm not going to put down towers yet, because when those flying entities appear, I want them to try to go for this one. Like, I want them to try to go through this path rather than build more towers to say, hey, you can go over here. I don't fully know how their AI works exactly, but if I can force them to, like, go past the tower that already exists, rather than, like, spawn up here and walk across. There's a spire there. I don't think I had that tower in there in time to make it target that way. Alright, let's just bombard that twice. Make those slow down. We can't quite hit the spire yet. Okay. Let's just do this for now. I'll freeze that, try to keep it by itself. command to freeze it again, but I click Q instead of 1. I have 0 seconds left on the beam. Can I hit that? I cannot. Okay. We'll put that there. We'll slow this down. We'll deal 10% damage. We'll move that back. There's no way this thing is gonna hit. And I'll upgrade that to 8 now. Cool. Went from 2000 XP to 40,000. Not terrible. Destroyed 2 monsters before wave 12. We did that. And we got another edge fragment on the left, which I don't think I had before. XP gain and damage to Reavers, 108 Shadow Cores. I don't believe I had another left-facing talisman piece. Nope, it does not look like it. Sadly, that's currently my best left piece. I guess I have this one. I have this one and I have this one. Those are my only left-facing flat edge pieces. And this one fits really well with what I already have available there. But it's not great. Otherwise, for this one, I'd have to shape change it probably into this piece, because both of those left corners do these as well. This actually is probably the better one to try and suck it in right now. Still costs 11,000 Shadow Cores. This is the only downside of this version of the talismans. Okay. I've got about an hour or more. Build there. Put the trap there. These still only have the same amount of health. Okay. We combine, we combine, we combine. There we go. Then we do this, then we do that. Then we put it there. Then we combine. Then we upgrade. Nope, I need 294 to duplicate, 500 to build a new one. We destroy the nest in looks like about increments of 50. $204. That's all I need to combine these. And that nest is already gone again. All right. I'm gonna wait until I can upgrade to use the beam. We will hope that I have enough to banish what got through already. Really, really glad that the orblet has to walk all the way to the outside of the map rather than just to the monster nest that's still there. That's really nice and helpful for just the long game. Okay, we can go triple speed for now. I need this to be level 5 to be able to hit the monster nest with the bolt. That orblet getting taken already. Okay. Keep it at the beam for right now. Swap over to a bolt in just a moment to take out the monster nest. I can actually go to level 6 first. Wow. I still got 1 second left on the beam, so I don't want to waste that. Okay. Monster nest is gone, so now they have to come in from the bottom left and the bottom middle. I guess it's not technically the bottom left, it's just the left. Because they're not coming in at an angle or anything. Let's just destroy that beacon. 'Cause why not? Pretty much just takes 1 hit anyways. Same thing for that one. We'll just slow those down. I did not need the bolt for that. Okay, this can go back to there. Alright. I like this positioning because it can hit both sides of this, so anything that does get through and walks all the way around, it can still shoot down again. I think that's the reason I'll keep this being here versus moving it everywhere else. We're gonna upgrade this to 7 before I get the trap to 7. Won't be too long now. Slow down. We've got the benefits of our level 7 gem. Can upgrade that to level 6, and it can almost be a level 7 gem in just a moment. 2.65 mana per hit. Not terrible. Keep the beam on that for a little bit longer. Slow those down, slow those down. Freeze that one, because why not? Freeze that one, because why not? Just do a bunch of damage. Just trying to get more XP out of all of those abilities. Slow down just to be safe. Okay. Swap to barrage. Upgrade that and give it barrage again. Freeze that. Okay. As soon as I'm out of barrage, I go back to beam. Okay. All those swarmlings got through in that moment. Slow all those down so that they get hit on the trap more. And we use barrage again to go through all of the enemies that are clustered together. Well, I believe we're at a higher XP now than we were. 40k versus whatever it was beforehand. Freeze all that in place. The barrage just wore out, so I couldn't actually see the range to know if it was working or not. There's a spire there that I didn't even see. Wow, that could have been dangerous. It is going next to, or at least between these two towers, so it would have been getting damaged by the tower with or without me watching it. Triple speed it for now. I want to freeze the spire while it's in range. Those are both level 7s. Okay. So upgraded beam is fine. That's almost in range. It is now in range, so we'll freeze it. The beam gets to fire on other things. Okay. Target the least hit points for a second. way. Go back to special targeting. I want that orblet back. Okay, I should be able to destroy this. Damage is limited at 68. It's kind of annoying to read as a portion of its abilities. It's just it can't take more than 68 damage at a time. Okay, I should be able to clear up all the rest of this. Especially with Beam being able to give it essentially another attack. Oh, that orblet got through really far. I did not notice that. Okay, orblet's going back. Now it's not. Great. I should probably upgrade that to level 8. Or maybe even just move it out of the trap. Go after Swarmlings just so that it doesn't keep bringing it back. Just because the more those Swarmlings get banished, the more they have mana cost. Freeze that Swarmling, thank you. Why does that giant have to pick it up? Oh, there's a specter appearing in a moment. Okay. Am I capable of surviving this? It looks like it. But it might not be for long. Target the least health, go to Beam. Back to Barrage. Freeze all of that there. Slow all of that down. That giant looks like it doesn't have a lot of health. You want to destroy that one? How about that one? I know they're not the lowest health enemies, but they definitely had low health. Okay. I think I'm stabilizing now. That's a risky upgrade because I did not realize how close they were over there. Freeze those just to be on the safe side. I should be okay with their banishment costs. banishment cost is 228. Banishment cost is also 228. Yeah, I would have survived that. Not as well as I would have liked, but I would have survived that. Okay, swap the targeting to swarmlings rather than lowest health. We'll just try and get through all this. They still kind of have the lowest health. Target the Wraith if you can. It's not in range. I thought it was. Now it's in range of the bolt, but nothing else. Swapping the earbuds so I can still hear what's going on. The Wraith is gone. But I still don't know if that's a good thing or not right now. Freeze all that. Slow all those giants down. Deal just a set amount of damage. Let's go back to least health for a moment. Try to get rid of what I can. Okay, some of the giants are starting to have lower health than the others that were on the field a bit ago, so that's fine. Targeting those giants is okay. Hit those. As soon as I lose the beam, I can put the bolt back out. Should be able to hit all of these giants that have less health. Now I've got barrage to target those again. Okay, that's not good. Target special entities so that you don't get damaged by it. That's definitely in range. Especially in range of bolts. Slow down all those. Deal a set amount of damage. Okay, it should be dead. Gonna keep the bolt going. Get rid of the Spectre before I can steal the gem. Target least health again. Freeze all of that. Get the barrage. Barrage makes it so that other things also have low health. Okay. Beam is fine. This lowers their health by a bit naturally. Slow down all the giants. Keep targeting the low health things. That tends to be the giants when it's only giants on board now. There are a few swarmlings still, but that's fine. Okay. As soon as I get barrage, I should just upgrade this. Actually, no, even without the barrage, I should just upgrade that. Freeze all of this. Just keep targeting the low health things. It's mostly swarmlings right now, but it does still hit giants when they have lower health. Okay, now we barrage again. Slow down this mass. Okay. This could be worse. I'm gonna wait for that Wraith to get in range, and then I'll swap to Bolt. Deal 10% damage. I may as well just use the Bolt now. And get rid of some of the giants. Let's freeze up those giants there. These giants have the lowest health of what's in range, apparently. Slow down those swarmlings. I guess target swarmlings. May as well, most of the swarmlings have the lowest health anyways. Not always the case, but still sometimes the case. As soon as I'm out of barrage, target the Wraith. The Bolt is doing 6 to 7k each hit. Up until I ran out. Yeah, it never got close enough to do just a regular hit. Okay. I might have actually had 31k at some point. Let's just go with Bolt again. There are almost all 80 waves on the map at the same time. Kind of problematic, but it could be a lot worse. Okay. There's still a ton of giants on the field. Make all those slow down. I don't know whether they're giants or if there's swarmlings underneath the giants or what. We'll freeze that Wraith. I'm going to click on the Wraith so that the Bolt can target the Wraith. If I can get rid of the Wraith, then I do more damage to everything else on the map. Okay. off to the least health as well. This is targeting least health, this is targeting swarmlings. Definitely slow that down. I did not realize how quickly my mana was going down because I was about to use the beam to target the flying entity there. 168k this time. We gain 140 compared to last time, which is nice. Swarmlings, Reavers, Buildings, Swarmlings, Giants, Flying Ones. Neither of those are better than what I already have. And 186 Shadow Cores. We're actually almost at wave 80. Like, visibly on the screen. We were not close to destroying wave 80, but 182. And got close to an hour. That was the wrong button. I like to click the shape checking button to make sure that I have not missed any of them. It's the top right corner. It's a left side piece. It's almost this side piece. It's a right side piece. And it's a top side piece. And then it's one middle piece. I have ones that are close to them. It's just this bottom niblet needs to be on the top. Component skill levels, isn't that everything? No, this is all skill levels. This is everything. No, I want to unlock this before I upgrade this because this can... I could shape change it to make it work, but I don't want to. Let's go for this on journey mode. Okay. I should probably stop after this journey mode just to get ready to leave because I do have to go to work today. It's a choice to go to work today. But it's a choice I will always make because technically at this point in time I am unemployed. Technically. Because my main job is not active right now. Either way, that's 3 walls. I don't know why I was thinking about that. I'll put walls down there once I have all the gems built. I don't have the bleed gem right now, so that's fine. That means that this one is just going to be these two. Alrighty. I can just blockade like that, and then they have to go around because they can't go up this way now. Yeah. And then we just say you can't go this way. What's the best way to do this? This is only 2 wide. Okay. That would be 3, which is technically more mana. Not technically. It is more mana. I have to just be cautious of any flying entities. and the amount of enemies. I have to be cautious of the amount as well. I could almost hit these. I just need bolt. And probably an upgrade. Yeah, they're gonna unfreeze in time. Whatever. I tried. If I could have gotten mana a little bit quicker. Alrighty. Let's just use up the beam a little bit more. And that's good enough. We'll upgrade. Upgrade that and slow them down. Speed everything else up. How many waves are there? There's 40 waves. Okay. There was a flying entity there that I didn't see, so I'm assuming it was an apparition. I did not look over fast enough to see it on the stream itself to figure out what it was that I missed. Well, that's okay. It died, and that's the important thing. There's a Wraith on screen now. I should slow down now that a bunch of those got through. There's a Spire and a Wraith on the field. Let's just do a set amount of damage. That should walk through where my tower's at. I'll be fine. Famous last words. I was able... No, the Wraith is up there still. For a second I thought I was able to get rid of the Wraith. There we go, level 7 gem. Let's slow down all those. And then let's just freeze them. If I can hit even one with the barrage, I should be able to knock out all of them. Fire here, please, with the barrage. Did I get the Wraith? No, it's over on the left still. Okay. Thought there was maybe a chance that I did. The Wraith seems to need another tower. And I've still got the beam attached, so I don't want to replace it yet. Let's freeze the Wraith. Okay, I'm gonna go down here. We'll try to get rid of the Wraith quickly. Thank you, then we'll go back up there. I should be able to destroy all of those. And we'll get rid of the Spectre, hopefully, once it approaches. Okay, it does target the Spectre before the Spire. That's nice to know. Because that could be really bad if it just gets taken. Now the Spire's gone. There's only 40 waves. Let's get this to grade 7. Get that to grade 7, then I'll send all the waves, just because that gives more XP all at once. We'll slow down the ones that are already in range. Seven, 9, 6, 8. Alright, once that gets to level 7, I will send all the waves. Okay. It's looking like it'll be 11 more waves. Alright. There we go. Now 11 waves all at once. And it does give more mana by sending them. And the only flying entity is that apparition I see. There are about 400 or so enemies. Slow down the giants, slow down the giants. Got talismans. I don't care if I accidentally lost a 0.1% or 0.1 second of a beam. Kinda need it there. Alright. I'm gonna swap to bolt, shoot the apparition, go back to beam. I need to get rid of all the swarmlings first, then I'll deal with all the giants. Alright. That went way better than I expected. Okay. I'll just move that down there. Because why not? Works out to have 2 towers. Alright, we'll just put barrage on this one. They're the special ones. Okay. we're going with when there's one shot left, we'll put it back up in here. Shouldn't need to banish too much. Alright. We'll just make it so that those have to get within range there. Okay, I'm not worried about the rest of these. Let's go triple speed. Oh, this one's coming back. Well, no, I'm definitely not worried about it. Oh. Sure. I took out the the wizard stash again, because why not? 5k XP became 74k XP, so yeah. 166 shadow cores. We're really improving on the number of shadow cores we have as well. And we've gained, I think it was 6 levels. Did we start at 176 or did we start at 178? I think we started at 176, so 6 levels right now. Okay. We're almost at 2k shadow cores. But now we have 1393 starting mana. I could probably make this go to level 40. I can make it go to level 40. However, that's really not good, so we're not gonna do that. that gets expensive. I can make this one better. Or I could make this happen more. That doesn't happen as much. Yikes. That drops the mana by a lot. There's no good option. Or like really great option. It's gem bomb range. I don't use gem bombs enough. True color makes them have more damage. That's a loss of 250 starting mana from what it was at the beginning. But that's 60% and 72%. Versus 45 and 54. Or I can do this, which might jump it up to 2% gem range. Let's check. Starts at 45 and 1.5. 45 becomes 60 and 1.5 does become 2. Not terrible. I don't think just this amount of starting mana is going to be enough for the 4 guardians all at once. Oh yeah, this one has the wall breaker. That's the name for it. Okay. I think we're gonna call it here. We've gained at minimum 4 levels from 178 to 182. I do believe it was 176, so that is 6 levels. But we've done good. But I have to get ready for work, so I need to actually end. I would love to keep going, but I also know that some levels end up taking way longer than I expect. Some levels are super easy and end up taking very few minutes. But I'd rather be safe than sorry. So with that thought process, I'll post a schedule for next week tomorrow or Monday morning. I feel like tomorrow's the better choice, but I don't know. I know for certain that if I do stream next week, it's going to be, it won't be Monday. I just looked at my schedule for when I said I would work, or when I would come in for work. So definitely not Monday, and Thursday will be later in the day if I stream. Friday might be pushed back by an hour or two compared to normal, depending on whether I even can stream those days. But those are at least what I'm aware of currently with what days I've been asked to work. But yeah, that is everything from me. I'll give a lot more definitive of when I can stream for next week, but it'll definitely be Gemcraft again. I'll maybe do Minecraft as well, but I'll definitely do Age of Empires going through the Chronicles campaign, because I did get stuck on part 7, and then just the computer wasn't keeping up, so most of the things crashed, but we'll fix that later. But yeah, that's all of my rambling. Hope you guys have a good day, a good evening, a good morning, a good night, a good time zone wherever you are, and peace out.